Hello there, once again, and welcome to another episode of the do's and don't of property management and how to properly manage a rental property in the long term, successfully at least. So, today episode, I wanted to touch base on what not to do and what to do when positioning your property within the market. So, without further ado, I want to dive right in. And over here, you can see it's an interactive map. This is within Miami, by the way, so you can see this is a little bit outside in Doral area, just outside of Miami. And there, I wanted to show you a little bit about the things what not to do. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to find, so I've pre-selected three over here, but I wanted to show you and see what else. So let's say these guys, as an example, just click on it. So from the get-go, the photos are really terrible. You cannot see anything clear. It's very dark. It's just taken on an iPhone. And your first impression when you're arriving at the property, in my opinion, isn't very good. I would power wash these. Probably, actually change those tiling that really dates the property. Maybe just paint it or get new tiles. That will go a long way. Same as the flooring. I'm not a huge fan. Same as the popcorn ceiling. You want to change those, update it. Yeah, the floor is cracked, etc. And overall, not great. Now, also the arrangement of the photos, it's just not clear. Okay, now I'm back outside. Now I'm back inside. I don't know. There's a tree. There's, I guess, a gate with water in the back. Oh, and then I updated the bathroom, so that's great. Then I'm back to the kitchen. So really, there's no flow to it. The pictures are just taken terribly. I don't know what angle this is of the countertop, I guess. At least they did put the lights on, but still extremely dark as well. Different angle. I don't know what this means. Same as this. And it's also dated. You would ideally, if you have a bit of budget to do it properly, put in new tiling, put in new roof, new lights. These lights are all super dated. We still use those anyway. Overall nice view though, and not a bad property. And I personally not a huge fan. I would put in nice shelving in here, and the floor is really quite something. And it is doing half the job because you've just renovated the bathroom or part of the bathroom, and then the other part is still the very old side. So then it's absolutely pointless, and your money is not spent at all. Well, that means then the downstairs bathroom is not being done. So this is a great example of what not to do. It is very confusing to go through and the pictures are terrible. Another example of what not to do. This is a great property. In fact, I think it's beautiful in terms of the inside. Great flooring, very modern, beautiful kitchen, updated. These properties should move quickly. Overall, really great. But what kind of picture is this? The lights are off. It's dark. It's taken off someone's iPhone, probably not even, because iPhone would take better photos. I don't know what this is. The wardrobe, I guess. The amount of here, she's actually in the photo, and it is an iPhone. You can see. And I don't understand these lights, by the way. Like, come on, why do you need 12 lights in a row plus these guys 14? You know how bright that will be? I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning and that's the first thing I see, that would be rough. Replace those. It's so outdated, and it's so cheap to change to just a modern, nice-looking light. Maybe dimmable would be preferred, so that in the morning or in the evening when you're brushing your teeth, you can have a dimmed light. You can wake up in peace, or you go to bed in peace, and not with all these lights in your face. At least they changed the light bulbs. I've seen people have different light bulbs in these. That's next level. And again, they've only updated here. I can see the shower looks pretty good, but then the rest is still outdated. If you want to do a renovation, you got to see in the photo here as well. You want to do a proper job, and I don't know. This is, trying. So what not to do? Also, the writing here on the wall. That's very personal. You want to get rid of that, man. That's for sure. Same thing. The lights, terrible. Alrighty. So here's another one of wonderfully what not to do. Guys, come on. This is, again, it's even blurry. I don't know what this is. I don't know what to say. And the lights, at least the lights are on, but it's still super dark and it's outdated. It needs to have a new paint. It needs to have a new floor. and definitely a new light in the kitchen. I would redo the entire kitchen. That's actually done pretty cheaply. You just get some hardware. They're already white cabinets, so that's good. Even just installing hardware here would go a mile, and having fresh paint. And this place will look fresh. Maybe a new floor like upstairs. Again, they did half a job. So they did upstairs, they didn't do downstairs. They definitely didn't do the bath. I mean, this bath, I can see it's probably 20, 30 years old. And what is this angle of the toilet? That's not a very pleasant sight. At least I did put the toilet down, so that's good enough. Alrighty. And then I don't know what this is and why I would want to take a picture of a very, very old timer washer and dryer. It's better not mention that you even have one. I would get rid of it. That's just trouble. Like if I see this as a renter, I don't want to rent it. What am I responsible to fix the washer and dryer? I'm going to have to buy a new one because that's definitely not going to last for a long time. Plus the amount of electricity that will pull, imagine. Or water, they're not going to be very, very accurate or efficient, let's say. Now, this is what to do. So I did find one. It wasn't easy to find, but I did find one that is great. This is what you want your unit to look like. This is how you want to present yourself. They obviously hired a professional photographer. I always recommend doing. Nice corner unit, updated with paint. Inside looks clean. And this is not the nicest property. I would argue that this property, let's see, how do I go? And there you go. So this property, I would argue this is a much more beautiful property. But if I'm looking to rent, I think this looks much more appealing. And I would much easier click on here. Kitchen looks great. Nice open space. Beautifully done. Nothing too fancy, but, decent. Nice outside area. Well presented. Bathroom, a little bit outdated. But, here, a nice washer and dryer. Decent. Now, this is a small mistake. I would, clean up those filters and have them lying there, especially in your photo shoot. But okay, we can be a bit too picky. This is great. Nice little shot. You can see how they open up the nice angle. This is exactly what a good photographer will do. And it's really important. Now here I would update this entire thing. But nevertheless, sometimes you don't have the budget for it. And I understand, as long as you've presented it well and you can see it's clean, right? There's no issues. There's no things lying around or anything like that, which I've seen before is a problem. Now there's a commonality here. One bathroom is updated and one is not. Because it's updated. At least they put a new console there. So, and again, this light. I don't know what it is with people and this light. I really, really don't like this light. I cannot stand it. Alrighty. But outside clean, they cleaned it up. And overall, I really think they did a great job. And no wonder they rented it out in 36 days. It's pretty decent and a good rate. $3,400 for a 3-bed. So great job.